and what? Tell me what?
We need like the surnames of the numbers. That's all right. Thanks, brother.
He's going to do one half, first half. He's going to do the first half for you.
Oh, he can go if he wants now.
No. Just do the first half. It's 10 minutes.
Sit, have your coffee. He'll do the first half.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, all good, brother. All good.
There you go, mate.
No worries, mate. No, do as long as you want, man. It's all good.
No, mate, it's all good. Where's boy? Look at me, mate.
No, good, Jace. Welcome back to the coverage here at New South Wales Touch. And I get the sense we've got a special guest here, ladies and gentlemen. You may be familiar with the man Paul Langmack, who played 300 games plus. No, Paul's not here. But the great nephew of his best nephew, I'd suppose. Well, I shouldn't say that in case other nephews are listening. But
There are other nephews listening, Joel, but I'm definitely number one.
Peter Langmack, how are you?
Yeah, good, Joel. How are you?
Mate, you're looking at colours so familiar to you, the Parramatta, the blue and gold, but you've left the nest.
I left the nest, that's correct. I coached at Parramatta for 8 years at the women's program and decided to give it a bit of a break, but my daughter wanted to play, so I'm coaching at Lower Blue Mountains under 10s. A big step back from Parramatta.
Okay. Chris, how are you, mate? Good. Yeah. So we're about to start here. And Canberra Magic taking on, this is the 16s, Canberra Magic taking on Parramatta, who we're all ready to rock and roll here. As Peter Langmack joins me. Jay Stanton, who's a Hall of Fame player, will join us for the second half here as Parramatta prepare for Magic. You're tipping the Mighty Eels here, Pete?
Yeah, I think they'll be too strong for Canberra.
Nice.
Coached by Ricky, and he's part of the men's Premier League team. So I think they'll be too good.
What's Ricky's play? What do you expect them to see? What's their go-to with Ricky's coaching?
It's a bit different from men's Premier League to 16s, but he tries to do a lot of similar things. He coaches with Josh Phillips, who's got the 18s, and yeah, they're pretty well drilled.
Okay, so Magic have the first opportunity of the match, still playing halves, a bullet pass across, but it's knocked off easily by Parramatta. 33 seconds gone. So for the listeners at home and viewers, that's generally about how much you use each set, 33, 34, 40 seconds, something like that. Parramatta easily back to the halfway line, charging forward. The one goes down. We're going to get the names for Parramatta shortly. The 22 goes away to the 16, who he's got a player offside here. The 12's out of play. He's got good wheels here, the 22, and shut down. I thought there was a hand in that, but they dodge a bullet here, the Magic. And a penalty. Well, that'll help the Magic. Wonder why they're not the Raiders.
Yeah, it's unusual, isn't it? Why wouldn't they be
Cronulla
the
are the
Raiders?
Sharks,
Why
Parramatta are
wouldn't
the
they?
Eels, Penrith are the Panthers.
East of the Roosters.
Yeah, but we've got the Magic. As they might be more of a basketball fan anyway, but here they come. Still 0-0. We've got a minute 23 gone in the first half. We have had some cracking games here on the stadium on moving day, they like to call it, on the Saturday. So here they come, Magic in the 16s on the attack, and they'll dump the ball out, but they race upon Oscar Leeson. And Oscar Leeson is trapped about 7 metres out, and Parramatta will get the ball back. Pete, Lower Blue Mountains, you're coaching, your daughter's playing in the 10s.
Correct.
How are we looking?
They went good. They're going good. New team.
Oh, here we go. Tatiana Weston Webb. And the 22 goes sailing to the try scoring. Well, he might be playing against the blokes called Magic, but that was Magic in a blue and gold jumper. What do you You asked me about what you needed to do. You're the Gus Gould of this commentary, right?
There wasn't much to say, Josh. He got the ball dummy straight through. It was a pretty easy try. So not much to comment about that.
Okay.
Too easy.
Thank you, Gus.
Ricky Hendrickson's very happy on the sideline, pumping the boys up. Look at him go there, eh? Good old Rick.
You're looking forward to the rugby league this year?
Loving it, absolutely. I think the Bulldogs will improve.
Are they top 8 improve enough?
I think.
Here come the Magic, and that's through Baxter, Sicily. Now come they looking to level. Baxter goes to dummy half. The 8 was the man who played it in Merrifield. So Merrifield goes down again now. Will Connolly, Parramatta defending. Thank you very much, guys. We appreciate that. As it is through Magic. A little flick pass out the back. Been watching the Benji tapes. Now it comes out the wide to the winger, and Dylan Crane is knocked off. Parramatta get the ball back, and we are 3 minutes gone into the first half. 1-0. Parramatta leading the Magic side. So a little box play here for Parramatta. It's a number 3 who goes to dummy half, Harrison Fletcher.
Wasn't a great box set. A lot of sideways stuff there, and eventually...
There you go. That's more Gus.
Yeah, it's Gus.
That's Gus. Merrifield goes across now to Merrifield, and it was Baxter, Sicily. Baxter's got it. Gets the pass away now to Will Connolly, and that hurts. Not square or didn't go over the ball.
That does hurt. Tucker 1 on their line, 10 metres out, 15 out.
In the big games, and I hope this is not words that are going to haunt me, you just can't give penalties away in possession, can you?
Can't. And not when you're attacking 15 out on the first touch. Can't happen.
Parramatta 1-0, 4 minutes gone in the first half. Magic defending, touch made by Merrifield. So Parramatta, they drive it upfield. Dummy half now is the 16, and McHale goes through, right-hand side. Juggling possession was Harrison Fletcher, and the Magic just hanging in there. What do you think about the halves, Pete? Do you like the halves as a coach, or you'd rather not have them?
The halves? It's hard, because I think that it brings back, like, when you're a top team and you're playing teams you should beat, it keeps them in the game. You got to start again, breathers. That's my fault. I don't think it suits the good teams, the real good teams. What about you?
No, I totally agree. As Parramatta have the ball 15 metres out, I'm just going to send a text to my team who are all asking where I am. They're all out here at the field, so clearly not watching the streaming, Pete. So I'm just going to tell my team, boys, I am calling the game. Parramatta on the attack. Scooping play now by Tachi. Tachi goes through, and Tachi was the one who almost scored last time.
We'll see what they've got on the line now. We'll see what their big play is.
Here we go. Parramatta. What's their big play? They're going to go for a little sweeping play here and take them on. Got away from one. No, just taken.
They go again,
Parramatta.
Here we go.
Setting play up. And they go short side. Here's the one and dummy in. Great, gritty defence so far from the Magic. And we're 6 minutes gone. 1-0 Parramatta leading the Canberra Magic, Pete.
Yeah, I just think Parramatta's too sideways. There's not enough forward. They don't go forward enough at the moment.
He goes through. He's looking for... there you go. So they go to 2. It was nice work from the dummy half who took off. He knew he had to pass the ball. Ultimately, the try scorer was Tony Habib, who scores the try, but it was nice work. I think you'll find Tachi was the man who went through the 22, gets the try assist. He was unluckily denied a try before, but Parramatta, I think at this point of the game, Peter Langmack, 2-0, probably a fair reflection, 6.5 gone in the first half.
Yeah, I think they're in cruise control, really. They're out of second gear yet. Doing it easy.
I've been waxing lyrically about this, Pete, but it's amazing what touch can throw up. 2 games ago, the 14 boys, Orange with 1 play to go were leading the pool, and the final play of the game bumps them to 3rd.
Oh,
that's cruel, isn't it?
Really?
And you know what? It was such a tough call for the referees, where the game had stopped, game was over, and they have to decide upon try or no try. It was a huge call. Probably, fortunately for the referees, they wouldn't have known the ramifications, but in the end, Orange were just 1 touch away from finish in the pool in first position in the 14 boys. Here's Magic. Down 2-0. Can they square the ledger up a little bit here? Long ball. You can throw a long ball for the sake of throwing a long ball sometimes, can't you, Pete?
Parramatta had them covered then. And we're never going to score.
So you girls done for the day, Pete?
We haven't started yet. We started at 1 o'clock, but I hear that we might be
night time.
Yeah, might be, yeah.
Saturday night's under lights.
That's right.
And lost possession there by Harrison Fletcher. Magic have the ball. 15 gets into the contents. Liam Thorson. And it is the Magic now through Ryan Wilson. Dumps the ball back, penalty. They needed this big time. And also, it's a double banger for them. They get a chance to get some subs on and have a whole set here to try and pinch a try back. The Magic. To the left-hand side they go. And just a steady, what's their pep play? What's the play they've been rehearsing? We might see it right now. Ethan Ong. Ethan Ong's the one who's going to run the Rooster line. They go to Ethan Long on a bit of an outball, and he just got him bamboozled. I think they call that brothers. You go in to fake as if you're going to run the Rooster line. He took the outline and then just had them confused, and nice little try for Canberra.
Yeah, and only one behind. Parramatta's dominated the whole game. Only one in front now.
Yeah, it's certainly not reflecting what we've seen. So
No.
Parramatta, the coach should be a little bit upset, but a long way to go, of course. I was saying to Gab Rose before, Pete, like as a viewer at home or a parent perhaps or a family member, when you're watching these games, they seem to fly because the game's so fast. But when you're in the box as a coach, it just goes forever, doesn't it?
Goes forever. Especially when you're leading by one.
It
In
is.
big games. It's just,
And 2 minutes in touch football is the longest 2 minutes in your life.
absolutely.
That's 4 sets.
Yeah, absolutely.
2-1 Parramatta. I think they'll be desperate to get 3-1. Speaking of 2 minutes, 2 minutes left in this. They lead 2-1. And backing a try here, Pete. 16 takes them on and walks through. Well, there you
No,
go.
he's touched.
Oh, you got him?
Yeah, got him.
Okay, nice work. And Raymond McHale went very, very close to going through. Oh, there's a couple of familiar names here I see on the team sheet who we need to talk about. And I can see who they are. The blonde kids, identical twins on the corner here. Ben Custo. Remember the great Benny Custo?
Yes, I do.
So Isaac Custo, Finn Custo.
Relations, are they? Or
Sons, yeah.
Sons.
I think Benny's got 5 kids.
Really?
Geez, I tell you what, he had some wheels. Are the boys that quick? We'll find out. So here they come, Canberra. Hello to you, Benny Custo and family, if you're watching this. Canberra Magic causing you some kind of headache. Tell you what, Benny, I'll tell you about Benny Custo. I remember we were playing a semi-final in 1998 and start of the week we did a 40-metre sprint. And we're talking about people in
Where was this at? No,
St George
St.
Dragons
George, yes.
before the merger.
Yes.
And in the sprint was a bloke called Nathan Blacklock.
Yes.
And in the sprint was a bloke called Anthony Mundine.
Yes.
And these two kids who come on now, the Custo brothers, 6 and 9,
Oh, yeah.
this is the speed they
There you
have.
go.
And it was their dad who won the sprint.
Really?
Yeah.
Beat 'em?
Oh, mate. He had some
Where
wheels.
were you placed, Joe? Were you at ranked what?
Might have been 4th.
Fourth?
Yeah, it might have been 4th.
Yeah.
Obviously, Blacklock and Mundine. So here's the Custo brothers. What do you got, boys? Jeez, he was a good player. Great fella, too. Parramatta, 2-1. There is 50 seconds to go in the first half. Brothers Custo in the middle. And the one with the ball at the moment, the 6. Oh, here we go. Little set play here. The Custos go away from each other. Long ball from the 1. It was a nice ball from Tony Habib. And in the corner, they make it 3-1. That really hurts Canberra close to half-time.
Yeah. Yeah. 30 seconds out from half time. 3-1 now. Good little break.
Well, Pete, welcome to Commentary World.
Yeah, it's
You'll be
been
a
a pleasure.
staple in future years. You've done a very good job. So Canberra Magic, that's half-time. Half-time will break for the second half. Jason Stanton to join us for the second half. Peter Langmack, thanks for the first half, and good luck for the rest of the tournament. And a big smile because there's quite the paparazzi here looking to cheer in. We'll stand up here for the team. Stand up. Come on, Pete. Come on, the Gus Gould. There he goes.
Well, thanks, Jolie. I'll catch you.
Righto, there you go. And our next commentator, ladies and gentlemen, Courtney Malone. You'll call the next. Where's Jace?
referee coach or something?
Oh, that can't be
Something
good
to do with like performs like he helps the referees. I think. He's on the board and all that.
Second half to commence. Parramatta boys under 16s 3 leading the Magic 1. Have you saw much of the game, Jace? They really needed that try just to get themselves a bit of a buffer, Parramatta. They've been quite dominant, but it wasn't showing on the scoreboard.
I think so, yeah. Dominant without being on the scoreboard, and I caught that last try. I thought was a good one. I was just kicking back, having my Guzmani Gomez lunch. Joel, one of our sponsors.
Yes. What'd you go?
I like the, I'm not sure what it's called now, the bowl.
Oh,
small bowl.
Oh, you're too good. I got the wrap.
Small bowl, sparkling water. Can't
the
beat
burrito.
it.
Oh, beautiful. He's a picture of health, ladies and gentlemen. You can't see us in the commentary box, but he's certainly the fitter of the two. Parramatta looking for try number 4. I'll tell you what, Tachi's been a handful, and he gets the pass away, and the try in the corner. Harrison Fletcher. So 4-1. It was a real tussle there for a while, but Jason Stanton, they might be just about to press the go button.
I think so, and we've sort of seen that over the last couple of days, Joel. That often the performances are going to sort of peak and dip depending on energy levels, and you can't be up for the whole 3 days. Yep. So sometimes some of the teams are going into cruise mode, but Parramatta appear to have that extra gear when they want to, Joel.
Jason Stanton, plenty of superstars joining the commentary team. Dean Russell, of course. Well, he's El Presidente here, but he's general manager, I should say, but he's had a terrific career as a player as well. Jason Stanton, of course, Gab Rose, and all the big stars keep queuing up here for your coverage on New South Wales Touch. Hope your teams are going well, whoever you're cheering for. Canberra finding it hard now, 3-1 down against a good Parramatta side. Can they strike back and once again jump into the rearview mirror of Parramatta? They survived the blue and gold on this occasion.
Yeah, it'd be interesting just with Parramatta, the way they seem to be a bit more direct than maybe some of the other teams when they're getting up and down the field. So it's definitely playing within himself, but so they could be in a little bit of cruise mode. But if they take their foot off the pedal, Canberra's got the ability to put on a couple of quick tries.
It's hard to slow. Like sometimes it's a really hard competition to win these things because you've got so many games and you've got to sort of manage a bit of energy as well. But in the case of the kids here, so if Parramatta go up comfortably, good luck trying to stop them when they're on a TV game, Jace. They all want to play well in front of the camera, don't they?
Oh, I think so. Actually, streaming viewership's been very strong. So, shout out to Bar TV and New South Wales Touch, doing a great job.
Well done. Okay, come on, Magic. Magic's got a big chance here. Oh, so he's gone, is he? He's sent a Parramatta player. I thought he had. No. Okay, here we go. Magic to try and make it 4-2. 4-1 the score for Parramatta. 2.5 gone, or almost 3 minutes gone in the second half. Here's a little tight Sharky play, or a rooster play, I should say. Shouldn't give these calls away, should I, Jace? It is Canberra Magic back to 7.
Yeah. That was a good example there, Joel, where they actually had Parramatta in trouble, but they were a bit focused on running the move.
Yeah.
They actually had him if they could use it. Still got him here.
Well, if they had this, they had him 3-on-2, didn't they?
Yeah, and sometimes that happens. We get a little bit focused as we're trying to execute the play, doing a good job, and we forget eyes up footy sometimes is the way to go.
Ethan Ong to Lachlan Corbett. Corbett has the ball, long jumps in the dummy half. He'll look back to Corbett. Corbett's got it now, and great read. Again, it was 3-on-2, so they're really backing themselves on that side as the number 1 for Parramatta. Tony Habib, who's had a solid game, makes the touch.
Both these teams have had strong campaigns so far.
Have you seen any teams so far, Jace, in any age group that you're declaring as victors?
Ooh, I don't think I've seen enough to be that brave.
No.
Definitely in the 18s boys, like Penrith, West, Hills, they're showing a bit of class early, but yeah.
I saw the young West boys on the plane, lovely fellas, but they were very confident. I said, how are you going to go, boys? They said, we'll win. I said, okay, who's your danger? They said, no one.
No one, yeah.
Which, last time I checked the ladder, I must be said, to be fair to the boys, it's stacking up as to what they said. So if you're going to use the big words, you back them up. And to this point, they're doing it, the West boys.
Yeah, they started well. I think, they're all a bit measured, I think. I think Penrith and Hills would have a little bit to say about that. West talking himself up.
Yeah.
You don't win the cup on Friday or
that's
on the
right.
plane, Joel.
No, not on the plane, that's right. Parramatta, 4-1. And we have got left in this match, about 6.5 minutes. And they get to the box here, Parramatta. You can't reward that one-out defence, can you? The 9 comes up by himself. You've got to make him pay. As they scoop from dummy half. Oh, this hurts. This hurts. And if I was a guessing man, I'd be guessing that 4-1 is about to become 5-1, Jace.
Yeah, Parramatta, they like I said, they got a couple more gears in them. But one of the things that's interesting that we've been noticing is that the gap between like the so-called city and country is sort of like reduced in some divisions. The country teams are even stronger.
Yes.
And with that wasn't the traditional.
Parramatta, Winger stays out. Oh, he caught it. And Harrison Fletcher picks up a double.
We've got a forward pass, I think.
Okay, apologies, Harrison.
Yeah,
You're back to the one try.
He's probably a bit unlucky. It didn't look too bad from this angle, but yeah, a little bit unlucky. That's I've been wrapping up the rest for 2 days, but I do want to highlight something. That's a bit rare what happened there, because the referee that called it forward was behind the ball player and 30 metres away. So it's probably a bit unlucky. That's not normally how it goes. Normally the referee on this side, like facing the player, because we're looking at the hands. So that's a bit of a tip for the youngsters there. We're looking for the ball coming backwards out of the hands, not necessarily whether it goes forward.
So you can catch the ball in goal and score theoretically.
Yes. Yeah, that's why I thought I'd sort of mention that. That's just the fact that he caught it in goal doesn't mean that it was forward.
Yes.
So the referee, generally the controlling referee or the referee in the middle, plus the referee that's facing the play that can see the hands.
Yes.
Generally, they're the ones that will make the call. But on that occasion, the far side referee felt strong enough that he had better view of the hands. But I just sort of highlight that's a bit rare.
Great call. So here we go through Isaac Custo's the man on at the moment, and. This kid's been a real problem for Canberra. We don't have a player of the match, so to speak, but if we did, he's been a real handful, Luke Takchi.
Can we get the player of the match? Where's have we got Guzmani
Gomez
online somewhere? Can someone give us a call?
Yes.
How about Guzmani Gomez, player of the match?
Great call, Jason Stanton.
Have we got anyone online?
Yes, let us know.
I'm loving my burrito bowl.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their Guzmani Gomez player packs.
Yep.
It's all the talk here, Joel. What about the Guzmani Gomez player of the match?
Well, I haven't yet had a burrito, but I can't stop thinking about it now. So,
Joel, you're going to leave the box and pick up 3 on your way to the next game.
Yep, I'll get the chicken burrito, no beans. Sometimes I get the beans, sometimes I don't.
Oh, I like my beans. I'm a beans boy.
Extra guac. Beautiful. So the Magic trailing 4-1. We've got 3.5 minutes to go. Parramatta at this point cruising to victory.
Yeah, they're quite solid. If any of the teams jumped out, did you, Joel, in terms of I've been seeing a lot of the teams sort of, as I said, sort of up and down. Has anyone jumped out as, this group of girls or boys are really consistent, they know their stuff, or have you been seeing it?
Yeah, I think the Cronulla 12 boys they've turned up every single game. They've won emphatically every single game.
Yeah.
And I'll be very, very shocked if they're not very close to holding that trophy on Sunday.
Well, I was believing everything you said till you said we.
Well, I'm not part of that team. It's not my team.
No, just
but
for those that don't know, we're both Sharky people, so
right.
We've got to be careful we don't wrap up the Sharks too much.
That's right, Chase. No, but they've been very good. They've had it. Oh, that's forward. Gee, they're lucky there. And
number 4 for Canberra's been. I think he was on a couple of TV games yesterday, maybe.
Baxter Sicily.
Yeah, he's showing some good stuff there.
He's going okay, and here comes the 19 scooping from dummy half. 29 rather, my apologies, Will Connolly. So now an opportunity here to pinch one back. 4-1. 2.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, the Magic then. Is that Merrifield there, the number 8? He's got some stuff too there.
Yeah, Zachary Merrifield. You're exactly right. Yeah. Zachary Merrifield.
They'll have to watch him. So certainly Canberra's got some talent there. Just maybe, a little bit less experience than the Parramatta team.
Well, as you know, with the Sharkies, like we weren't competitive at all this age group a matter of years ago. And when you have a development club, which they probably are at the moment, and we were a few years ago, you just got to take your time and be patient and bit by bit get better. And
The other thing too that perhaps is not really focused on or understated a bit sometimes is because we've got the 2-year age groups. You could have a team that, in under 16s where the majority are 14, turning 15, and you don't know.
Yes,
and you could have a whole bunch of, we often joke about, is it an old 16s team or a young 16s team? And everyone's like, what do you mean? They're all under 16.
Yeah.
But I think that's a factor too sometimes.
I agree with that. I know it's hard with fields and accommodation. As Canberra go on the attack and young Oscar Leeson skipping around. Dummy half will stay with the play, Ryan Wilson. Wilson from Leeson goes back to Wilson, so they're all tight here. I don't mind seeing them nice and tight here. Connolly from dummy half goes long, and you mentioned Merrifield.
Wow.
Terrific work, young fella. Zachary Merrifield. That was Merry.
Talk about the spatial awareness. I think he was facing the other way and left to right.
Yeah, and where they did well, Jace, they had 3 almost in each other's pockets, which thought Parramatta had to collapse, and it was almost putting the cheese on the trap.
Yes.
Shifted it wide, and
Parramatta walked straight into that, didn't they?
they did.
Well done, Magic, showing a fair bit of class with that play and skill.
5-2, 40 seconds to go. Parramatta on their way to victory, but if they can hold them out here, Parramatta, they've finished on a high here, the Canberra Magic. Parramatta looking for one more. Does it for and against a factor maybe later in the game? Hang on. He's going to give this. I think you find he's going to give this.
They might not have hit the line, I don't think, Joel.
Raymond McHale picks up the last try of the match. So we may not even get a touch here to conclude the game. So Jason Stanton for our Guzman Gomez player of the match, and whether they get a prize or not, we'll find that out. We're working on that, ladies and gentlemen. But your player of the match goes to whom?
Ooh, you put me on the spot. I only got the second half.
Okay,
Can I defer it back to you,
I'm going to
Joel?
give it to Tachi. Luke Tachi picks up the inaugural.
It's the first one. We've got the phones running hot.
Gomez, burritos.
I'll go find another Guzmani Gomez voucher somewhere for him. Luke Tashi, that's the name,
That's the one. Luke, you've won the inaugural Guzman. How do you say it?
Guzmani Gomez. I hope we don't get in trouble for. We've just created an award, Joel.
You can't get in trouble for naming a sponsor 15 times. I can tell you now, Jace. To all the listeners and viewers, I'm ducking out, and Jay Stanton's going to hang around to take you through the next couple of games or so. But there's some big games coming up. I'll just get a quick look at the schedule if I have it in front of me here as to see what the next game's going to be. It looks as though the Orange Thunder girls warming up. It might be Balmain versus Orange. There's a lot of black and gold on the field at the moment. Mike Sheen's going to take the reins nonetheless. But thanks for your coverage. We continue to march on here for New South Wales Touch. Plenty more still to come on day 2 of the Southern Conference Junior State Cup.